My name is Beverly Lindsay, and I was born in St. Thomas, Jamaica. My parents came to the United Kingdom when we were very young, and we were left with my grandmother. When I came here, I came here as a young teenager. I became a teenage mother before life could take the course that the family wanted me to go on. And they thought I'd let them down. But after the second child, I decided that this is not life and this is not how I want to live my life at that time. I don't look at that as a negative. I think that's what made me. There's a saying, out of evil cometh good. I did mental health nursing. So when my son died, I didn't even look at his situation as having any mental health problem. He came up on one Sunday and he took me to lunch. And we had we sat in the drive in his car, and I said, "Aren't you coming in?" Chatting for us. He said, no, he's going back because he has to work. But, that was in preparation, I think. And I said, I'm a crap mother, aren't I? And he said, no, I'm proud that you're my mother. You better believe it. He said, when I go to some of my other friends' home and see they have mother and father and see how they live, I can point my finger at you at any time and say, that's my mother. I'm proud that you're my mother. And maybe that is part of his maybe cushion, knowing that what he was going to do. But he wrote his notes that, he was not in any trouble. He was not in any debt. He's experienced most things that life has to offer. He loved his family, he loved his job, but he just thinks that the time is right. When my son did it, all I wanted to do the same. Matter of fact, I was on suicide watch for about a year. My auntie, she moved in this house, and another friend moved up from London to help me in the business because I went into a real low place. Because the guilt about from what happened from birth, that you had to farm them out and to succeed in life, and so I carried all that guilt. Then you have to pick yourself up and say, is it that you do or you die? So if I'm not gonna die now, then I have to make my living not be in vain. The most surreal experience I had about all the accolades is when I had the OD, the Order of Distinction from Jamaica. That was in 2008. There's nobody that I know as a female in the UK that was kind of brought up and lived in the UK has ever had one of those. And I had it in 2008, just after my son died. But then the tourist board had a reception for me and a couple of other recipients at one of the, and I remember that there were some ladies there. Jamaican women are very kind of possessive towards it. You don't want you, if you look too good, they don't want you to go near the man. I didn't realize I had to give a speech, and I started speaking. I said how hard it was for me receiving this award, which I think that maybe I sacrificed my son doing all this work and how guilty I felt. And I'm telling you, the whole attitude after I finished speaking changed. What kept me going? The fear of failure. I'm terrified about failing in life, and I push myself every day. I have to try each day to invent something new. Once you climb a mountain and reach the top, I'm looking for another one to climb. I've never put myself forward, and each time I've been chosen for things that I never thought possible. They had asked me, nominated me or whatever to be the president of the Rotary Club of Birmingham. No, and I was very happy just being a member and doing my little thing. But I'm the first Black female president. I was the 99th president, and it was the first time they've ever had a Black woman president. As I say to people and young people when I talk to them now, if you want to succeed in life, you have to be almost tunnel vision. 2011, yes, I was awarded an OBE. That was another shocker. And I went to Prince Charles, and of course, you know, they have some background about it. And he was really, really nice. And he said, you know, first he said, oh, you're in the travel business. It must be challenging. You should come into it now. You shouldn't go after COVID. He said, it must be challenging. And then he said, oh, your people in Birmingham must be very proud of you. And, you know, talk about a bit of Jamaica. And the thing is that they said to you, like, they would speak to you, and when they give you their hand, and he gives you his hand, that made the conversation finishes. And I'm telling you something, I was dying for him to give me that hand. Give me the hand, I keep saying in my head. Give me that hand, let me run. You know, but he was lovely.